Disclaimer, guys, I was chewing gum in my video, and I guess I do it because of nerves, but I'm so sorry. I promise I will not chew gum anymore in any of my videos, so please try to forgive me for that, okay? Anyway, guys, thanks. 5 weird changes I noticed after I lost my weight. So I always heard different things like, when you lose weight, this happens, that happens, but to actually witness it was kind of weird. So the first thing that I've noticed when I lost weight was I was cold all the time. I am always cold. Like, I was that person where if I breathe, I would sweat. I used to sweat so much, right? And I used to sleep with a fan every single night. I cannot sleep with a fan anymore, like at all. So that was really interesting, I'm hot right now though, I can't lie. I'm really hot. It's probably all these candles though, or the makeup, but I'm hot right now. So that's weird. Nope. Number two. So the second thing I noticed after I lost the weight was I went down an entire shoe size. I used to wear a 9. Even one time I could fit a 10. It was a little floppy, but I could still get into it. But my real size was probably around a 9 or a 9.5, right? Lost a whole entire shoe size. I can actually wear a 7.5. I mean, I'm squeezing, but I wear an 8 now. And I always knew I didn't have like super long feet. Like, I always used to look at my feet like, you're not long, you just swole, So after losing a lot of weight, I went down a complete size. So I mean, if you are planning to go on your weight loss journey today, I would definitely say don't buy any expensive shoes, especially around this time of the year, because it's about to be fall, and so this is when people pull out their sneakers and expensive boots, and they're way more expensive than flip-flops and sandals. So I would kind of tell you don't do it. Don't, unless you don't mind like putting on 2 pair of socks. That's a little hood hack. Yeah. 3, your appetite changes. You cannot eat as much as you usually can eat, and I know that you're probably like, well, duh, but you will be surprised. Like, if you was that person that you eat some spaghetti and you want seconds, because I was that person, you're not gonna crave seconds anymore. Like that one serving gonna do you good. You ain't gonna need any more. People treat you different. They really do. I mean, I'm not saying people was never friendly to me, but the way they approach you is different. Like, before it was like, hey Ashley, like if a guy like at work, right? Hey Ashley. Now it was, hey Ashley, and I'm like, okay, where was this enthusiasm a year, 8 months ago? Because it wasn't there. I see what you're doing, So the way people treat you is different, completely different. Not my family or my friends and my boyfriend, it hasn't been different, but just people like you work with or you just see all the time, that's just there, you do notice the difference with them, but the only difference is like with your family and friends, just them being proud of you. That's it for that. Yeah, is my breathing pattern. I'm not out of breath like I used to be, and it took me a while to actually catch on to the fact that I was no longer out of breath. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't realize the simplest things you was doing was making you out of breath, and then all of a sudden it just become light work. You know what I mean? So it just becomes light work. Like, you be like, yo, I just went up a whole hill and I'm breathing normal. Like, I'm not hee hee hoo hoo, it's, you good. Like, I can't explain it, but your girl, she can walk up hills now. Yeah. I actually need to write these out because I'm really just going off the top of my head. I don't know if I'm gonna keep giving y'all bloopers because it's my first time doing this, so y'all gonna get these bloopers because I really don't be knowing what I be talking about sometimes. I don't be knowing.